on in. You're at home on the coast, Pensacola's premier real estate program. Now, making you feel right at home on the coast, here are your hosts, Jim Pennington and David Teague.
Come on in.
Come on in.
You're right at home on the coast.
Pensacola's premier real estate show. Don't you forget it. Yeah.
The real estate show with meat.
Oh, the famous quote.
That's right.
Back for
Hello,
another
everybody. Welcome to another edition of At Home on the Coast. Indeed, your premier real estate show on television. What we do here on our program is talk about real estate conditions, the market, what's going on. We give you some listings in case you're looking for something to buy.
Everything.
Give you some advice and some tips on what to do if you're planning to sell.
Or buy, either one.
Or buy.
There are a few buyers out there.
And we're going to be talking tonight about
the entire new home situation and the number of inventory of homes that's in the MLS. So.
All-time high. If you're a buyer, hang on. If you're a seller, look out.
What do they say? Keep your hands and arms inside the carpet. You're in for a ride. Let me tell you.
First of all, we'd like to take a moment to thank our sponsors, because sometimes we forget to do that, and without our sponsors, this program wouldn't be possible. We'd like to thank GMAC Mortgage Company,
WCI,
one of the premier mortgage companies in the county, or in the country, actually.
Right.
And as a matter of fact, you're right, we'll have a guest from GMAC
later in the show, so stay here. That's right.
GMAC has offices in Pensacola and Pace, so if you're in the market for a mortgage or perhaps a refinancing or a home equity loan, make sure you call GMAC first. Also, a big thank you to WCI Communities, the developers of Lost Key Golf and Beach Club and Lost Key Marina and Yacht Club, two fabulous resort communities in southwest Escambia County, and we'll be talking about them a little later in the program.
Their little party from the
and a special thanks to Inside Out Furniture and Design near the intersection of Old Gulf Beach Highway and Sorrento Road in the Perdido Key area. Inside Out is a unique home furnishing store that provides high fashion home furnishings presented in fully accessorized room settings, and also a big thanks to
also our buddy Julie at Commission Express.
And they are
basically ceexpress.com, a commission advancement company that we'll be giving you a little update on.
And that's important to you realtors out there.
That's exactly right.
All right, well, let's talk about the Pensacola market. It's still a very crazy market. Nobody seems to really know what to expect of it. Everybody has feelings about which way it's going. You may have seen the recent Pensacola News Journal article about the Pensacola area housing market, and for the most part, the overview of the real estate market was pretty accurate. For once, they got something right.
It was a good story.
Begrudgingly,
you can admit it.
Yeah, that's right. Home prices driven up by the extremely high were driven up to extremely high levels by two hurricanes. Now they're finally beginning to come down some. They're not anywhere near pre-Ivan levels, but they are coming down from the highs that they reached in the months after the hurricane. Now, as the article in the newspaper stated, there are still many, many overpriced homes on the market. Many sellers simply are hoping to get as much money as possible for homes that they have put on the market way over value. Yep. Now, as of mid-July, there were more than 6,575 or 78 listings in the MLS for sale.
And that is a record.
That is a record, by the way, yeah. That's the most that the Pensacola Board of Realtors has ever had listed.
Definitely as long as I've been in the business.
Now, to put this in perspective for you, in January of this year, now of 2006, we had an average of 12.5 months of inventory on the market. That means it would take 12.5 months to sell all the listings that were available. Now, in January of last year, now this was, of course, after Ivan, 2005, that number was less than 4.5 months of inventory. Now, the inventory dropped to a low of 3.5 months in April of 2005, and then has turned around and has been growing steadily since then, reaching a high of nearly 11 months supply in April of this year. And today we are right at a 10-month supply of listings. That means that it takes 10 months to sell off everything that's listed. So that is a lot of property on the market. If you're a buyer, that's very good news. Now, despite the large inventory, sales have been reasonably steady, averaging about 700 a month in the past 5 months.
That's still pretty solid.
That's a good record of sales. So property is moving. There's just so much of it that buyers can pick and choose, and it just takes a while to dig into that inventory.
Right.
Now here's something else that's pretty interesting. The difference in listing price and selling price has been growing steadily, dropping from 98% in January of 2005 to a little under 96% last month. Now that means a home listed for $100,000 sold on average for about $96,000. Now another factor is the length of time it takes to sell a house. The days on market has grown from 89 in January this year to 107 last month. So with the higher prices, it's still taking a lot longer
than 3 months.
Yeah, it's taking longer to sell. So you can see that days on the market in June of this year is 107. In January of this year, it was 89. Now, nobody knows where the market is going in the near future, but it does remain a buyer's market. So if you're ready to buy, this is a good time.
Call Jim or myself.
That's right. Call either one of us. Yep. The numbers are on the screen.
And I have another statistic for you, Jim, that's kind of interesting.
Well, let me make one more point before we. It's a good time if you're it's a good time if you're a buyer, but if you're a seller, you're in for a slow process unless you're absolutely priced to sell. So if you're serious about selling, get that price at the true market value,
and get it in the market,
and get it going. All right.
The realtors do their thing.
There you go.
This other surprise statistic for you, Jim, I was telling you about earlier. If you look at the stats from last year, the average sold price was basically right at $219,000.
And that's pretty high.
That's the average. That's what I was going to say. That is a seriously high average. If you go back to, say, 02 or 03, it used to be about $125,000, $130,000, which people could afford, and life was rosy and wonderful. And then the big climb came, and then it actually went up this month, surprisingly, from an average of $215,000 last month to $290,000.
That's a big jump.
Almost unfathomable and I think.
Now, you didn't make these figures up. They come from where?
Right from the Board of Realtors.
Right.
We're not really sure. We suspect that something is arbitrarily bumping that number up a little higher than.
That's a big jump.
I mean, that's a $75,000 increase in 1 month. So that means a batch of condos closed somewhere for big money and maybe skewed the data, but it's still a valid statistic. So that's the market that we're in. So.
All right. Well, speaking of listings and real estate, we want to tell you about a very special deal in Gulf Shores.
There you go.
If you're an investor looking for some investment property, especially rental property, we want to tell you about this fabulous duplex that is almost on the Gulf. It's across the street from the Gulf in Gulf Shores. It is for sale by owner, and if you'll call me, I'll give you all the information on how you can get in touch with the owner. And this is it. It's a duplex on stilts off the ground, across the street from the Gulf. It has a view of the Gulf and a view of the lagoon. Now this is almost a 2-for-1. You get 2 units almost for the price of 1 because single-family homes in the general area of this house are selling for, in the $800,000. This one is priced at $998,000. So you're getting 2 units almost for the price of what a single-family home sells for in that area. Both of the units in this duplex are 3 threes, 3 bedrooms, 3 baths, plus there is a bonus room that can be used for an office in both units. They have great views of the Gulf and of the lagoon. The owner will consider some owner financing at 2.5% for 2 years with a $90,000 down payment. So that's a pretty attractive deal also. Of course, you got to be qualified to do that. You can live in, if you want to go live on the beach or near the beach, you can buy this property and live in one side and rent out the other and help pay for the mortgage. But again, it's also a great investment property, a rental property just across the street from the beach. And the owner will consider some financing. So if you're up for something like that, give me a call. There's the phone number there, and I'll put you in touch with the owner. This is a for sale by owner. It's a FSBO. There's no realtor involved at this point, so we'll just put potential buyer in touch with the seller.
It's a good deal, though, Jim.
Not a bad deal. Yeah, Gulf Shores is going crazy, and that's a good place to be.
And that just shows to prove to you that we cross the state line. Jim and I are both licensed in Alabama and Florida.
That's right.
There's no end to your talents there, Mr. James.
All right. Well, let's talk about another property, and this one's a little closer to home. This is in East Hill, and this is classic traditional East Hill charm. This red brick beauty sits on a lush corner lot on East Lakeview. convenient to everything that makes East Hill such an ideal, desirable neighborhood. And I think we're going to get a look at the pictures here in just a moment. Here it is, a red brick home sitting on a big corner lot. And when you step inside, you'll find gleaming hardwood floors and an archway separating the large living room and the formal dining room. This is 1101 East Lakeview in East Hill in Pensacola.
Pretty nice looking.
Yep.
Yeah.
Chandeliers in both the living room and the dining room will stay with the home. There's the dining room. And some of this furniture will stay if you like it. The huge kitchen is decorated in black and white with red accents. The kitchen is equipped with a refrigerator and stove, and it's ideal for the chef. Here, this is the tiled Florida room that is on the back side of the house. You'll spend a lot of time relaxing here. There's also a gas fireplace that has a sitting area right adjacent to the Florida room. There are 2 full baths that are bright and shiny and sparkle with tile, and a room adjacent to the Florida room can serve as a 3rd bedroom or an office. Now this house has brand new heating and air and brand new windows all around, and as I said, the owner will consider leaving all the furniture that remains in the house, and will even consider a lease option with a significant down payment. And you know who to call on that one. Wow.
Big Jim Pennington, that's right.
All right, they're giving us this sign. That means
right.
we have to take a break, and we'll be right back.
Guys, come on back.
Buying or selling real estate can be overwhelming. That's why you should rely on a name you trust. Jim Pennington, an experienced realtor who will be on your side and at your side.
Actually, that's how we got this home, was the hot sheet. We were one of the first people to see it, and we were the first person to buy it.
Remember, it costs you nothing for me to help you buy real estate. Whether you're buying or selling, if you're ready to move, I'll be on your side, at your side. Call me, Jim Pennington at RE/MAX Horizons.
For those who are opposed to the ordinary, there's Inside Out Furniture and Design, a furniture and accessories showroom with a distinct and diverse collection of fine furniture for every room in your home. Open your mind to something different with uniquely sophisticated furniture and accessories that have nothing in common with common. Elegant and timeless, a breathtaking array of extraordinary furnishings that make any room come alive. Nothing is ordinary at Inside Out. Inside Out Furniture and Design. We're more than a furniture store. We furnish dreams.
Medicaid will again be providing eyeglasses and hearing aids after a 3-year gap in services and materials. Eye exams will also be covered for adults and children. These are especially important if you are suffering from diabetes, high blood pressure, or serious medical problems. Call for an appointment today in Pensacola 456-5059 or in Milton 623-0319. Times have been set aside for your needs.
Mouth-watering, succulent, tender, flavorful, juicy, unforgettable. It's all true. New at Sam's. Delicious steaks as well as our fantastic seafood. Our steaks are from certified Angus beef. Our reputation of great seafood is now complemented with the finest certified Angus beef in the area. Be careful, when it's served it'll be sizzling hot. Also new, enjoy the adult beverage of your choice with your lunch or dinner. Sample for yourself. Sam's Seafood and Steaks, corner of Main and A Streets, downtown Pensacola.
My shoes are black.
Yeah, never mind.
Go ahead, say it.
Mis zapatos es negro.
He's wearing
I
black.
didn't write it, I'm sorry.
All right, welcome back to our program, and then let's get serious for just a moment. As you know, GMAC Mortgage is one of our sponsors, and we often have someone representing GMAC come on the program and talk about the mortgage business, what's going on, and thank goodness Peter Brose couldn't make it.
Oh, don't say that. I like Peter. That's my guy.
He's a nice guy, but look who we have.
Well, I was fixing to say.
We have Ariana Stoika.
Yes.
Boy, that is a mouthful.
Yes, you got it perfect.
Or Ariana, if you prefer.
Yeah.
Whichever one you can pronounce, right.
Ariana is a loan officer with GMAC, and she's going to talk about the market with us on this program.
Mortgage update, that's right.
How are things in the mortgage market? Up, down, what's going on?
Well, right now they're really picking up for us in the office. We're starting to see a lot more calls come in. A lot of first-time home buyers, which we are very excited to walk them through the process. It's one of my favorite things to do as a first-time home buyer. I had a great experience with GMAC Mortgage. and decided to go work for them as
Oh,
well.
be
So
there.
that's why I'm here.
Cool.
So they're wonderful.
Yeah.
So why are you getting a lot of first-time home buyers? Do you know?
Well, there's a lot of great first-time home buyer programs out there right now, and we're seeing that the FHA program is a wonderful program where they can come in with little out of pocket and get into a home, you know, where they've been renting before,
Right.
and now they can pay for their own mortgage. And with this type of program, it's wonderful. And
Give us an example of what kind of programs are available.
well, it's the FHA. We also have the bond program. FHA is one of my favorites. They can go in with the AmeriDream down payment assistance program. And of course, because homes have been on the market for a lot longer, sellers want to sell their home. They're more willing to contribute towards the buyer's closing cost, and that's been helping a lot of first-time home buyers with not a lot of money in the bank, but be able to get into the house without putting a lot down.
And so what are rates doing?
Well, rates right now are staying consistent, about high 6s to low 7s. We like that they're staying kind of in the same place right now.
low
Of
7s.
course, they're a lot higher than what they were last year or the year before that. They're definitely not low 5s anymore.
Well, my favorite line on that is that 7% money is still good.
Great.
Oh yes, right
That's our
now if
favorite
you
quote.
hear
Yeah, that's right.
7, hey,
We'll
jump
take
on it.
7% money all day long. That's right.
So what's the forecast? What are you looking for down the immediate road?
Well, we're hoping to pick up business more. We're hoping that a lot of those 700 houses that are consistently being sold, that we'll see a lot more business coming in. Definitely want to have a lot of first-time home buyers come in. Actually, we will be hosting a first-time home buyer seminar on August 1st. You can call our PACE branch for more information.
That's pretty
All right, well, tell us what this seminar is going to be about.
Well, we're definitely going to take somebody who's never thought about buying a home before and bring them into the office, and it'll be a small group. We'll take them through the process of what to look at when looking at a home, what to look at when they're looking at a good faith estimate, exactly what each cost is, the customary who pays what to look for when they're coming in with us, what to look for in a lender. And we will take them through day one until closing. And if they have any questions even after that, we're definitely going to be there for them. And that's what we want to let them know at this seminar.
That's a pretty neat program.
Very good.
Yeah, it sure is.
Well, Ariana, we want to thank you for joining us.
Thank you. Yeah,
It's always
been
good
great.
to have GMAC represented on the program.
Yeah, we love to
because
be here.
You guys do a great job in this market.
Yes, we do. Thank
Thank you. All right, David, you got some updates for us on what's happening in the new home business.
Well, I have you kind of a summary of your famous article from the Pensacola News Journal on where homes are going. In case you missed the segment that Jim and I did a while back, we actually did a new home segment that showed basically several home builders backing up in inventory, so to speak, to where one of them that we like to plug has over 200 inventory houses in the market ready to sell to you. So they will actually pay your first 6 months of mortgage payments to help you get in that home. You know, similar to what Ariana was saying about a first-time home buyer program. You have that inventory. Then one of the other builders I talked to this week has about, she said 25 or 30. We kind of did an update. Most of them do have some wheeling and dealing going on. If you remember last year when you made an offer on a new home, you pretty much had to go at full price or you really didn't stand a chance to get into. Those days are gone. We have a little, what we call wiggle room to kind of work them these days. So, but the gist of the article that you referred to earlier basically pointed out a good point that last year we had investors that would actually come to Pensacola. This is a strange scenario, but it actually happened constantly. They would come to Pensacola and buy a spec house, basically put $1,000 down with the intention of closing it, and then turn around and relist it with a great realtor like Jim or myself. Notice how I put that plug in there. And then we would relist it at for profit and work from there. So those guys are pretty much gone for the time being. A lot of the, the rates, as Oriana pointed out, they kind of slowed the market down a little bit. So all that's contributing to just slowing things down. But still 700 sales is pretty healthy
And,
market.
and one thing I want to mention that you talk about investors coming into the market and buying up spec homes and basically buying houses on speculation. A lot of local realtors were doing that
That's
also.
true.
And we know several realtors who went into a new subdivision, put their money down and tied up a home, and 3 months later turn around and sold it for a fancy profit.
And that's probably part of the backlog too. Some of them just decided not to close, and that brings those houses back into the market. I think we got a break coming up there, Mr. Jim.
We do. We'll be right back after these messages.
Buying or selling real estate can be overwhelming. That's why you should rely on a name you trust. Jim Pennington, an experienced realtor who will be on your side and at your side.
Jim made it easy for me, led me through it. He was always available, always answered all my questions.
Remember, it costs you nothing for me to help you buy real estate. Whether you're buying or selling, if you're ready to move, I'll be on your side, at your side. Call me, Jim Pennington at RE/MAX Horizons Realty.
For those who are opposed to the ordinary, there's Inside Out Furniture and Design, a furniture and accessory showroom with a distinct and diverse collection of fine furniture for every room in your home. Open your mind to something different with uniquely sophisticated furniture and accessories that have nothing in common with common. Elegant and timeless, a breathtaking array of extraordinary furnishings that make any room come alive. Nothing is ordinary at Inside Out. Inside Out Furniture and Design. We're more than a furniture store. We furnish dreams.
Brakes, air conditioning and transmission fluid. You name it, we'll do it. Services that will maintain the life of your car. That's Express Oil Change at 6200 North 9th Avenue in Pensacola.
Hi, I'm Stuart with Blab TV, and we tell you a lot how people find our programming on Blab, and that's with the remote control. What I'd like to do is talk with you about how easy it is to have your program seen on Blab TV. Please give me a call here, and we'll show you how cost-effective it is for your company to do a program right here on Blab TV.
Selling real estate means meeting a lot of new people, and Blab TV has helped me do that. But calling Stuart Boehner has taken it to a higher level. I suggest you call Stuart today.
I recognize that guy.
And we're back.
That was Stu Boehner.
Yes, indeed.
All right,
Mr. Blab.
we've been talking about insurance.
Yeah, I have a quick insurance update for you in case you guys missed the headline. Allstate announced this week that they were dropping another 120,000 homes that were covered. They basically are trying to minimize their risk in this area. That will bring them down to less than half of the size they were in 2004. Basically, they're dropping 350,000 policies total from what was 667,000 2 years ago, Jim. So that's it's going to be part of the course. There is a great website just in case you're having a hard time. If you got dropped and you can't really find somebody to pick up the insurance, that website comes from the state, www.fmap.org. It's an assistance website set up by the state to help people get insurance. And if you just would like to say hello to Mr. Jeb Bush and say, I sure wish you'd help us get this straight, there's his email address, jeb.bush@myflorida.com, so that may come in handy too. There are several other programs coming in to kind of help, so just hang in there.
Insurance is tough.
It could get better, that's right.
It's got to get better. It can't get much worse.
That's right, knock on
wicker. Right. All right, knock on wicker.
Knock on wood. That'll work.
All right, let's talk about some more special listings that we have. This next one is a great listing, especially if you're looking to escape from the rigors of everyday life. You'll do it with this fabulous home in Sandpiper Village in Gulf Breeze. Here you'll find more than 1,700 square feet of living space and an outdoor environment. Nope.
We got
That's the wrong one. Thank you.
Surprise.
Let's go back to Sanibel Lane. That's what we're looking for. 1,700 square feet of living space and an outdoor environment that will transport you to the tropic islands. Woo!
You are just
I am ready.
Eloquent writer, Mr.
In the back, there's more than 1,000 square feet of decking. You'll see that pop up here in just a minute. And your own lush oasis that includes mature orange and grapefruit trees. Now, included in this property, and this is really a good-looking home.
Yes, it is.
Included in this property is a yard building that houses the well for the yard sprinkler system. You can relax in the hot tub, you see it there, in the cool of the evening and let all your cares drift away. This lovely 3-bedroom, 2-bath home is at 1167 Sanibel Lane. It's in mint condition and is priced at $224,900. For more information, please contact Martha Hobgood at RE/MAX Horizons Realty, or you can call me and I'll put you in touch with Martha. Now, if you're looking for the perfect home but still want to score that great deal, Well, your search stops right here, because your new home with built-in equity is located at 5715 English Turn Drive in Stonebrook Village. Here it is, fabulous home. Now, the seller is giving the buyer a $10,000 incentive, either a $10,000 allowance for the buyers to use how they wish, maybe toward a swimming pool, or the seller will pay the first 6 months of mortgage up to $10,000 in principal and interest. The bonus to the buyers based on acceptable price and terms. Now, all of this, and the seller will provide a 1-year home warranty for your peace of mind. Stonebrook Village is a highly desired golf community, as you know, with clubhouse, pool, tennis, and, of course, golf.
There you go.
The home has 4 bedrooms, 3 full baths, and approximately 2,643 square feet. Attractively priced at $339,900. Your new golf home community is ready for you. You can contact Tracy McCoy at RE/MAX or call us.
Either one, that's exactly right. And I got a quick update on a few listings for you, Mr. Jim. We still at the patio home in Marcus Point, hard to find, listed at $337,500. Seneca Trail listing out of Milton has a new price at $228,500, and 5166 Pale Moon has a new price of $1,475,000. So that
gone up or gone down?
It actually went down. Yeah, good guess. There you go. A couple more updates. I have 3 homes in the Whispers. You guys know that. Come out there and see me. Garnett has 2 homes in Hammersmith out in Pace, and I have the best price in a Portofino 3-bedroom terrace at $1,150,000. You guys need to call me tomorrow or tonight. That's fine. And I also have a good price on a 2-bedroom, $599,900.
And we're done for this time.
Your deals. That's exactly right. It's a fast show.
All right. Thanks for being with us, and we'll see you next time at home on the coast.